Yeah. All right. I'm going to pop off of Discord. And getting off Discord and getting a few things going. Let's see. How bad is my quality? All right. So now I'm curious, can I get my I kind of want to pop this chat. Yeah, there we go. I can pop out the chat, put it over here. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. That's easier to see you guys on my other screen here. And then let's turn. I did this the other day. Kind of crank to this like so. I might grab my PlayStation camera. I think it has a built-in microphone too. I might grab those because the quality of the video should be better. I'm seeing like it's well, that was a spot on my okay on my screen. So all right, can I? What other? What's this do? What's this do? What does it do when I edit? What can I do here? All right. um. Okay. And then I have something to. Go to my channel. And then this. Is my audio from YouTube coming through? The computer is off the hook. I am going to try to goal for today. I'm going to get into the ice woven um, manuscript outline, the big revision, and do work in there. Because as much as I feel like working on Fishhawk's Nest is going to be good, I'm gonna start aiming at releasing a chapter of those a month, not like a week per week. I think weekly would be better for something short like that, but I don't know if I have the bandwidth to keep up, and I've only got like 3. Um, okay, I may move my Naphoid Dim Scum playlist to my headphone then, because I don't want it looping through on you guys. I feel like that would be weird. So I will do that and then close that window, and then all right. So outline, bigger vision. Mm. Yeah, but I think it was Discord because Discord has access to my camera. My camera was like, I don't know. This shit was just fucked up. I really don't know what happened. Uh, it was so weird because like I got everything kind of set up and I was able to see. That was like all too many S's. Yeah, okay. Um, um, I was able to see like in the background, like that picture I sent to you guys in Discord. Um, I was able to see in the background like that my camera was on and see like a faded version of what you guys are seeing right now. And um it was funny because I was like, damn it, why did this go away? And because like I stepped away and like made my coffee and all this stuff. Hey Bo, I just saw your message. I think finger painting, man. Like I that was something I did as a kid. Um, like that was always huge for me. And then um, maybe sponges as a tool to use, something that he can't get hurt with. Like paintbrushes might be dangerous, you know. Also, maybe a whiteboard. Oh, a whiteboard might be dangerous. All right, big revision. So there you go. Me and Lane had like our own whiteboard for a while that it was like a big one and like it would sit on the floor propped up in the hallway and we would just draw on it all the time. So fun. I feel like that was our parents' way of being like, hey, this is the safe space to draw on the wall. Um, nowhere else. That's crazy. I mean, yeah. Okay, where did I leave off with this? I'm wearing my exclusive 2025 VIP Dragonsteel 2024. I mean, and then, but I almost wore something. I almost wore something just for you. Where did it go? Where did I put it? Oh, I know where it is. Yeah, Bo, I almost wore this just for you. Um, it's I can't believe I still have this 20-year-old T-shirt, but it happens to have this massive hole in the armpit. Actually, it's got big holes in both, but this one's like really big. Like that's a giant hole. So, not doing not gonna do that one this time, but maybe on another stream. I thought it might be funny to have as a like stupid engagement thing, have a poll for people to vote on which nerdy t-shirt I wear on my morning streams. Because I have like dude, me too, actually. Like I keep hearing that they're getting back together and like gonna be making stuff again, which is cool. Um and also I am so hyped for dig.com. I can't believe I like dig is gonna be sick. I'm so hyped for a new dig. I just feel like fucking Reddit it's too popular, and so people just go there and like it just I don't know. It feels like a big ad, and it's just getting so monetized. I hate the way that Reddit is going, and so I'm ready to get back to be on dig.com for my uh accrued internet stuff. Just some competition, I think, would be good, and because Reddit just doesn't have that right now, as far as I know. Did I fix this? I have this thing where I for the new dig to be. Hmm. Did he get too big before, or do you think he's gotten? Because I feel like I don't hear much about Kevin Rose anymore, but maybe I'm just disconnected and I don't follow him at all. So that may just be what it is. I don't know what all he's involved, like what his current projects are or anything. I've got this big section. I think I told Jay about this, where I highlighted it, and it's because I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, if they've got the resources to like bring Dig back, and they think it's a good idea, I can only assume that they've got the funds to do it, right? Like there's something there has been successful. Shit, maybe he just bought a bunch of Bitcoin and now he's selling it. I'm like, why did I put my hair down? I just keep finding fucking tangled spots. All right, so I'm kind of kind of shoehorning in a scene from the original manuscript. I like this scene. I want it to be in here because I feel like it's a fucking cool battle scene. The logistics of like what all happens isn't super. I think I wrote it all in one day, so it is probably gonna need some shoring up and fixing when I get to it. But oh yeah, I'm like, why is this headphone? Why am I using this headphone? I don't have my writing playlist going. No wonder I haven't gotten any words down. We got to get that Nafadoi Bimscom going. What I really need is just to hear famous, incredibly successful author John Green talk about how it's hard to write. This revision will be quick and easy. 4 months later. I actually was never like, oh, it's quick and easy. Yeah, no, it wasn't. My fingers keep getting stuck in my shit. All right. Oh, my poor laptop. It does not want to do campfire and streaming Irish coffee to get the juices flowing. I don't have any bourbon or whiskey or I do have a beer. So maybe at noon we'll crack a beer. That'll be fun. I'll have a beer for lunch and then I'll have a cheeseburger. Since I bought stuff to make cheeseburgers yesterday and then didn't do it. But worked out good anyway. I had that BLT. Let's stand for a little bit. Sounds good. is this gonna be impossible to see? Yeah, I want the sunlight in here. Beautiful. All right. All right, let's do it. We're cracking beers at noon. We don't have to drink all day. Yeah, I've got some Miller Lite Tall Boys. Oh, we could. I don't think I have the resources, at least currently in my fridge, to drink all day. But I could. And we got Pathfinder later, so like that's just gonna it'll be fun. Are we doing a another monster of the week, Jay? Is that what you're thinking? Are you excited about the creature this time? It's man, we've been having such a blast doing these monsters of the week because we're all like we know how to it's like using a new accounting software. Like I know that the tools are here to do the things I want to do. I just don't know which like how to press those buttons yet. Like and so this has been so helpful to just drop us into the combat system and see what works. And I figured out like my subclass actually has like a almost an MMO style rotation where I'm setting up. Whoa, okay, son, jeez, where I'm like setting up almost combo points. Like it reminds me of a World of Warcraft rogue, in some ways, because you want to generate panache. Yeah, yeah, it's been really good. Like it's because there's I've done it. I've knocked my own headphone out of my ear. That's one. We'll count that. That's one so far. One headphone knocked out of ear. Um, hey, shout out to Garland. My boy just finished his strength training goal. Look at him go. Get it, big dog. It's been good, and it also gave Jay the opportunity to be like, "Well, you guys like destroyed my monsters so fast. Here's a mimic." And then we learned real quick like how deadly of an encounter that would be for us, which was cool. I think we could still have done it. We just would have had to know like kite this thing around. Like don't just you know don't melee that thing. Do not. It's a bad idea. Yeah, it's and it's so nice to also be like fuck it. Let's let's just get in there and um who cares if we die? It's, we're just doing monster of the week. Oh no. That's the whole room is just like everything every square is a chest. God, because they're fascinating. Bo, you should check out the link to those mimics in 5e or in Pathfinder because they're really interesting. They work different. I think that would be fine. I think the party would enjoy that and get a kick out of it. Yeah. Well, you know what would be fun is if there's only one mimic. Is that if that's what you're thinking? Because then, yeah, I don't know. You could have a lot of fun with it. It's a room. It's a 5x5 grid of chests, um, and they're all sitting on a rug. The rug is the mimic. The door, yeah, yeah, something like oh the air. Come on now. What if you did a puzzle dungeon? I don't know how this would work. It's just in a like it's just two ideas in the air. But like, what if you did a puzzle dungeon and you did where you like needed to use a mimic or like befriend a mimic or something like that. Um, I feel like that would be interesting. Like you need the mimic to get you out of the dungeon somehow. Would be interesting. Justice. Yeah. Well, that's like the Pokemon. Hey, there's Garland in the chat. Hey, happy birthday. I don't know. Mug and Cat has to go to the canceled channel. I think that's where he belongs. Girl, I like your little symbol a lot. It looks really good. I'm really digging it. That's hey, peace and love. Um, that symbol, Garland, I just realized reminds me of this symbol that I designed too. It's also my initials done in like an insane way. Skulls for the Skull Throne. I pinned my writing playlist. It's got a bunch of JRPG music, so it may not hit for you, but it's great. Let's see. She's a letter. Nice. I just hit Underworld Forest. So good. Letter. Note. There it is. Okay. Okay. What am I calling these? Okay. Okay. Fucking auto formatting. Fucking me up. Um, my three of my main characters are like it's sort of our if this was a D&D party, they would be the main party. Um, their names abbreviate to AVG, and I put them in my notes in my outlines as AVG when they're moving around as a unit. And I cannot. I always think about the antivirus every time. I always it's every time I think about it is, but I can't help it. It's AVG. Those are my guys. So I gotta keep them moving around. It's so much easier than saying Anadel Victina and Geovire. That's a lot of words, letters, things. I don't want to type that every time. gonna have to go back and layer in what's going on with some of my other characters. I just realized. And something I'm really back and forth on this, but Brandon Sanderson made a really good point in his really recent, in one of his really recent lectures about point of view and with your antagonists. Um, Basically, as soon as you see from their point of view, you're going to have some level of sympathy with them that you may not otherwise have. And it's a lot. I look at it like this, right? Like, you don't have any perspective in The Last of Us Part Two, or in The Last of Us, of the people who Joel murders at the end. And then in Last of Us Part Two, you get that perspective in that context, and you see like, oh well, I mean, you're talking to a Team Abby man right here, so I think Joel was wrong and fucked up for doing what he did, but I don't know if I could have made a different decision in his shoes. I luckily haven't had to deal with that, but it is clear once you play through the second half of the second game that, like, you know, Ellie's a fucking monster, and so is Joel, and really Abby is too. Like, there's no one who's really good in The Last of Us. Like, there's just not. I think Abby's better. Lev, we love Lev. Lev is good. Um, and like, The Last of Us is just a fucked up thing, but it is so good at giving you all of the sides, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to show that, because I want my characters, my AVG core, to be like, I want my readers to be like, this is my squad. I don't care what the fuck happens to anyone else. I kind of want that, but also I like the nuance of having the villains' perspectives. Um, I don't know. I'm back and forth on it. In the original manuscript, perspectives from I wrote POVs from the villain, the antagonist side. Um, and I don't know if I I kind of like it the way it is. Um, Plus, it gives the reader some context and sense of urgency, and also, like, I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about. But I thought it was a good point from Brandon about that. That I hadn't considered how much of a how much more sympathetic you view a character from their perspective. And I think also, a book I read recently, Gunmetal Gods, does this really well. Um, the two sort of POV characters really, um, are at odds with one another for pretty much the entire book. It's fascinating to read. It's kind of a different perspective, style from it's interesting because then I look at something like Leviathan Wakes. It does this really well too. You got two main POV characters, and they're slowly coming together. In this case, with Leviathan Wakes, which is the first book of the Expanse, um, it's really interesting because the whole time you're like, oh my god, if these guys could just meet up, they they could get this shit figured out. And it doesn't. It takes a while, but when it happens, you're like, yes, everyone's together finally. And it's it's kind of like the allies are coming together there, but versus where the other perspective of that is the Gunmetal Gods, where it's like the two guys who fucking hate each other are coming together, and that, like, you can't the trains are crashing and you can't stop, and it's all going at such a speed that it's like, no, for the entire book. It's Gunmetal Gods is really good. That first, I haven't watched or I haven't read the other books in the series, but the first novel is very strong. It's really cool. Hmm. This is accidentally did a good job. Love it when that happens. Tina. This is all. I was just reading Bo's messages about Oliver fucking talking about Mr. Baby having metal bones. Yeah, moving this fight scene is really good. It's giving me some time where just about everybody's um just about all my characters are fucked up in some way. Um Bad guys and good guys. Everybody takes a beating except for one person here. And well, she is really good. So um it's perfect timing because it's gonna give me a chance to have her go back and have a little side quest repairing her airship. It's gonna be cool. Some world building. Talk about those airships. Get some lore. fuck is this noise? Who's pinging me? Oh, it's fucking Choco Buddies. No, it's not. What is it? Where's it coming from? Oh, did I do that? Ooh, okay, I think I did this, right? So there's this thing where, there's like fragments of a dead god that you graft into your bones that gives you some powers, and um, I need some for my character later in the story, and the changes that I made to the beginning where I fucked up all of the dominoes that I set up in the original manuscript. The changes that I made for this bigger vision have removed that resource. My characters no longer have that because it wouldn't make as much sense. But they do have more powerful allies earlier who are helping them on the like grand scale of things. Um, let's see. Did I write that in, or is it just a note? Victina. Okay, further back. Okay, just a bit further back. Okay. Okay. Only booze. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's further back still even. Getting drunk. Late. There we go. Did I write this in? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yes, I am. Yeah. Um, oh man, this escape is going to be really cool. Okay. Yep. 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 There it is. Some supplies is what I have written, and we will say those supplies are what I want them to be. Because also, I mean, alternatively, it's a violent escape. She's escaping from prison. Some motherfuckers are dying. So, like I could also have some really brutal shit in here where the one of the people who's I mean she's not damseled here by any means. She's on her way out of this shit when she gets help. And so when she's getting help though, man, I might have her helper just basically like murder some other mages and rip out the fucking like chunks of bone that are like chunks of this like ice bone Vashite stuff that I might just have him like rip that out as they're going along, and he's like, "Here's a bloody bag." Like, I mean, I did that in the original manuscript in the opening chapter, so it's not out of place here to have something that is there's some body horror, and so I don't know. I'm going to decide this when I get to writing this. I'm not going to, but it is. I do have a note in here about it, and I'm going to add another note for myself here. Comment that is, and say to wire. I can't spell acquire. That's a lot of vowels. That shines. Here, so that's Lenalo sources later to Kindle. Save. Spoiler alert. All right, back to day 29. Garland, did y'all's cars weather the storm all right? Okay. Right. So we'll say 2 days after this. Okay. Um, stored in those graphs. Okay. All right. I will be right back. How do I do a pause? How do I do that? Maybe it's this button that will get me access to it. Nope, this is useless. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna mute. So I'll BRB. What is that emoji, Boom? Is that a hand sanitizer? I forwarded my writing playlist all the way over to the it's the JRPG first JRPG music compilation, and it's all the way back at the end of it. It's the Wild Arms themes. Man, Wild Arms, it fucking it's good. They got the crazy flute. It feels like a Wild West. I love it. I mean, Cowboys with guns. I mean, Cowboys with magic. Like, sign me up. I just like the idea. What can I say? I like a world with magic and guns, and swords with guns, swords with guns attached to them. Okay, chat. Where's the? All right. need to do? What do I need to do with this? Give him some time. I just stood. Fucking watch. I was just standing. Now I'm gonna flail my arms around as I complain about it so that it knows that I'm standing. Fucker. You ought to be giving me a break after yesterday. Fucking hell. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Forgot about that. So I'm doing like a part of this revision is I'm doing logistics of like what's their travel times look like and things. So, but I've deviated so much. I had to at one point go and just do like bullet point outline for things I want to have happen. And now I'm like reversing that out and turning that back into logistics. And it's you know, keep changing things as I go, and that's good because I think it's going to be a stronger story as a result. But uh, it's just frustrating to deal with myself. Um, yeah, yeah, that too. Because I've restructured some stuff, so especially because I moved this fight scene around. Um, looking at that bullet point outline, Mr. Baby in the chat. Um, but looking at that like bullet point outline, it's I've deviated from that even now that I'm back here because I added this fight scene in, and so I'm trying to use the outline even though it doesn't really match. And I'm like, okay, what's the beat for this character that they were doing at this time? And what were my thoughts on that? And so it's um I might just be like, I am the author, and it takes longer to heal from this than what I previously wrote. So she got fucked up worse than what I originally had down. Oh. I'll be right back. Unmuted myself. Also, it's noon ish. It's close enough. But yeah, so like I've where I previously had so there was originally like instead of this big fight scene, there was like a oh shit, it's the bad guy. The bad guy's like, oh fuck, it's them, fuck yeah, blah, and like they try to fuck each other up. The fight doesn't really go anywhere, and everybody runs. And then instead, in, yeah, cheers. Instead, there's the um God, my mouth is kind of burning because I had one of those Grillo's pickles, and when I pulled it out of the jar, a piece of habanero floated up. The jar, a piece of habanero floated up. I was like, oh boy. Anyways, so uh yeah, basically like yeah, it made sense and it was better, it was good for the pacing for her to heal up. And now I need her to have a few more days healing so that um I can hopefully keep my outline a little bit and have them meet up the way I sort of want them to. Cheers. Okay. Now, see, this is what's really nice about doing this. I'm not measuring my distance of my place in uh like distance units. I'm measuring it in days of travel. And then later I'll go back and I can, you know, back that out into distance. Um and and when I do, I may want to make things bigger and make the travel times longer. But for now, the days where like the camera is facing the crew on travel days, it may end up being more of a fast travel sort of situation where like some time passed. It's a desert. Nothing happened out here. I don't know. Um, yeah. Does my hair look this greasy in real life? My hair looks so greasy on camera. It's just the lighting. Tina leaves. So, but what's nice is now I'm like, okay, how many days to get Victina back to uh, where she needs to go? It's really easy to do that. So, so let's just grab my notepad real quick for myself. Make this easy. Okay, so that's fine. Um, all right. So to go from, so we have two journeys for two stretches. She got A to B, B to C to get back to her airship. So she's gonna go. So we've got Porbeck. That's where airship is hidden nearby, and then we've got the twins. That is where they currently are ish. That's the nearest large city, Gumatai city. And then they've got the Hermitage, where they are now, way out in the desert. And this is some lore stuff, but I'm thinking I'm really leaning into like cold desert up top, very dangerous to travel at night because it's super dry and super cold. Um, and then so people want to stay below the surface, because below the surface is closer to where the sealed god seal is leaking and making the ground warm. That's what I'm thinking. So, but the distance between these two, Hermitage, and we'll go scroll down here. Day 28. Two, three. So we'll call this 3 days for her by herself to get out of the desert. It kind of takes them like 4 or 5 days, but they've got Anadel who literally cannot walk, and so they've got a Garlope who's like carrying him, which is going to be a little bit slower than if everyone was on skis. I'm calling them skids because I like this one leg. It's you got one foot that's got a ski on it, and then you got another foot that has like something that has traction, and so like a cleat almost, and so then you have like your one leg that is like low friction, and you skid across the sand, and you're kicking with your other leg. It's a form of skiing that's I think it was like Norwegian or something. I did some research on it last year. It's in the Blue Book channel on our Discord somewhere. Fucking hell. 2 years of research done 2 years ago. Hopefully it still is going to be what I want. All right, and now twins to Porbeck. Twins to Porbeck. Um, AVG arrive. Third night on the road. So that's one travel day, 2 travel days, 3 travel days, it's 4 days and 3 nights of travel. 7 days for her to return. Where's Tondria? Tondria, where are you, Tondria? Where's your shit? Receives letter. Okay. Okay. How do I? Okay. So it's 132. Man, I want to watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I haven't watched it in like, I don't know, 6 months. It's been too long. this song. This song is what is this? I don't know what this is, but it's from Arc Rise Fantasia. No, that's the name of the song. What the fuck is this? I don't know. I think it's from Arc Rise Fantasia. Yeah. This is something. This is some kind of ravine. This is a yeah. This song is giving me a little bit of a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon vibe there. I dig it. What are y'all up to? Oh, there's 3 people in here now. Hello, third person. Do I get alerts for that? I don't think so. Oh yeah, timestamps. We love timestamps. Why weren't those turned on? I'm messing with my chat settings real quick. Participants. It just shows me. Okay. Weird. Whatever. Chat, that's chat. Okay. All right. So routine returns to the twins from the desert is really how I should word that. To the twins from the desert. She ignores Annabelle's advice. I guess they could have found out a. I don't love that. Anyway, it'll be fine. Mr. Baby. Mr. Baby's got the salmon pink on today. Let's see, can I do this? Hang on, I'm gonna do this right here, and then with my Nessie. Put that Nessie back here, so you can see. Little Ryu, there he is. There's code in 1 man. It's code in 2 man. Look at this man. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go to day 37. Campfire, if you don't stop auto formatting me and telling me how I want my formatting, you'll be the one thrown out the window, not the computer. The computer was trying for it this morning. Boy. Six and day 37. It is getting warm in here. What is happening? I mean, the sun is coming in and it's going to be much warmer today. But yeah, 76. And also, I'm not away. Where are you? Thermostat, you're drunk. 76 is warm. I'm have to go. We're losing the cozy cardigan. Cozy cardigan's gone. I really like this shirt, but also I really hate some things about it, like this right here. I don't like that. It makes me not want to wear it in public. But I love the color. It's a beautiful blue. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. And it's got Nightblood, a dragon. That's cool. Sorry, Ryu. I need to move you because I need to access my maps. Is that still good? We still good with Ryu right there? Yeah. All right. This is some Zendartel poorly drawn art. Yes. It's for subscribers only. But what I really need to get out of here. Damn, this is now 2 years old. I got it in like right at the end of 22. Thank you, Jay. That's no longer possible in the lore. Still like this idea. Look at this. So this is the first page. It's got a lot of sketches. But this drop shot kata is like one of my absolute favorite things. It's so silly. It like the idea of the gun blades or the array blades originally was that they could like be sort of held in place. There we go. The camera flipping things is weird. They'd be held in place by their crystals when they're activated, and so you could like take your sword and then drop it, and it stays where you were holding it, and then you could like kick someone. So the idea of that was like mid-fight. It's kind of the idea of like in Star Wars, if you were to just turn your lightsaber off mid-fight when they're like engaged with you, it's like, ugh, and they get all thrown off balance. It's sort of that same idea. Did I name more of these? I thought I did. This is this map. Where is my other map? There it is. So I think, where are we at here? Can I get north and south going? Perfect. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do here eventually is take this and expand it down like so and across as well, so that this is a giant this is like a giant peninsula here, so it extends. It's hard to do this on camera. Extends upwards like so, and then this is like our known world, and then my hive mind rainforest is actually going to be a gigantic barrier, where like they don't know much about what's beyond it because they can't, like, they are not part of the mind, so the mind sees them as invasive or something. So I'm also imagining that, because I'm like, okay, the whole point of Kalmora is that it's a trade hub. Well, how do they keep trading, or what's the point? Yeah, yes, it could. Yeah, and so like I think there's going to be, I want there to be more world, and that like maybe this is even, and they may be completely unaware that this is like the last holdout of the not hive mind. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet, but it was an idea I had that I really liked. Um, but I was actually here to look for town names, but I don't have. I thought I had one. There it is. I do. I was just wanting to make sure I had this in my because I was like, I know I do, and because we have Pour back here, which is Porter and Becker. That is the J and Janelle, and then we have Hashar up here, which is the Hasselbring and Harrison, first three letters combined. So there's a story I'm going to tell up here because if you note, there's like a line that I've drawn where it's much milder up here, and I've got this idea for like a it's uh I think I was going for like a fantasy coffee shop vibe, but I may do something with wine instead. Um but it's I want to do like a little small cozy like romantic low stakes vibe up there. That's the future of that town, which I'm excited about. Um, but I couldn't remember. I was like, where did I? Yes, Mediterranean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where did I? It's I've got Mediterranean and high desert, and then down here we've got, what does this say? Sandy desert and badlands. Um, and then yeah, it should be cool. It should be cool. And then um I'm gonna change some of the southern, I think, area to like where I have listed as sandy desert badlands. That's gonna be, but also cold. And then this northern area, I'm doing some funky stuff with my weather, and I may have to flip this to the south and then flip every fucking thing. I don't know. But that's gonna be warmer than actually no, I've got to figure it's fine. It's fine. We'll just like if I need to, I'll just bump everything down a little bit in latitude. Um, but yeah, I think it's somewhere. It may be it's either in my campfire or it may be even in Blue Book. Um, maybe even in Blue Book about that little like a cozy story. Oh, and then here's a drawing of sort of how I envision the airships. If you're thinking that looks like Jabba's ship from Star Wars, I'm also realizing that right now. Damn. They the the playlist that I'm listening to has music from Sukoden that just man, sometimes it just gets me right in the emotions. Oh, I mean, come on, look at this art. Look at that. Come on. Hanging with your griffin, bro. Your sister's back there arguing with Pegasus. Beautiful day, you know? Beautiful. You got your little Muku Muku buddy cozying up with you, little living teddy bear boy. Hell yeah. Ah, what a game. What a world that is. I love that world. Yeah. I'm just thinking about, the way some of this some of the magic works. I might want to do some like I have to do some research so I approach this in a way that's like respectful for real world cultures that do ritual scarring and stuff. But it is important in one of the magics that the runes be done correctly, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe I need to have that be the case across all of the systems because that I kind of like that because it makes this like words or power. Um, which I think is fun. Like words being powerful, and if you use them wrong, they're not. I don't know. I like the idea of this, but I'm not sold on it. It's I'm not to that point either where it matters in the story that I'm telling right now. It's just something that I think is neat. Um, anyways, I'm chasing rabbits a little bit here. I need to get back to work. All right, the Teen arrives at Quebec. Um, what do I have written up on this already? Actually, perfect. We have this is oh no. Copy. Beautiful. I'm actually able to use a line I wrote from the outline, the bullet point outline for this. It's beautiful. Do this. Um, more than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Can you guys see me? Okay. I'm getting an error, but I don't if it's not causing any problems, then it's cool. Weird. I don't know what that would mean. Hmm. Yeah, I do too. Hello, 5 people. I'm not sure who all is in here, but good to see y'all. Happy Sunday. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what it is. Okay. I bet that's what it is. I guess. I don't know. Oh man, this is a really good song from Ligea 2. Ah, the error just went away. Cool. I never played Ligea 2, but Ligea 1 was Legends of Ligea is fucking awesome. So such a unique battle system. Isn't it cool? Like just man, I shout out to Matt Savage for being an idiot and selling me that game for like $5. Holy shit. Dude, yeah. Man. I love that. I need to beat that game. I'm like, it's a long game and it plays pretty slow in the overworld and stuff, but man, fuck, I don't even know if my memory cards would work. I don't want to start over. My main character's name, what was his name? I named one of them. I named like the second guy that you get Gohan and shit. Like, yeah, I want that save. I want that save to beat to beat the game. It's like one of the main characters just flat out named after a different anime character. Dude, okay, Last Bible 3. The whole soundtrack apparently fucking slaps. I just every time I'm like, damn, what is this? It's almost always a Last Bible 3 song. Dude, Last Bible 3. unnecessarily hard. What the hell? All right, we're on. Let's cruise back a little bit because we got Victina in where she needs to be in the timeline, and then let's get some of this going. Formatting, boring formatting. All right, all right, all right. Let's cruise back to day 32. Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. Boom, I like that. But I want to do, yeah. It's always like it's weird when I'm like, let me think of something on my own without doing any research, and then I do research, and I'm like, oh, this is totally a thing I gotta be really respectful of now. But like, not oh no, I have to be respectful. Like, oh no, I now have to do even more research. That's I like that's cool. I like that. It reminds me of the lore of demons in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh yeah, for sure. Right? Yeah. I really need another day. I'm gonna have Tandrea heal a day. We're gonna give her another day of healing where she's stuck without being able to leave because I think it's gonna line up better for me. Um, I need time for her sister who's been fucking brutally wounded by Victina. That's what Victina do. Um, but her sister's fucked up, and but she needs time to send a letter to her sister to be like, "Hey, I got fucked up, and all of our plans got fucked up too." Um, and I need to figure out. I gotta find a place for that. We need some space here. Sorry, there's mad spoilers for this manuscript on this stream, so if you don't want those, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but stick around. It'll be fun. It's a journey before destination, right? Weird. I'm just looking at this book, Jay, and it's got some. It's not showing up on camera, really. It's actually got some a little bit of discoloration. Why can't I fucking center things? There it is. You can kind of see it. I don't know what's going on with that. I've never. I haven't looked at. I haven't. It's been on my stack for a while, but I'm thinking, God, that's beautiful. Um, I'm thinking this may need to be my. This is my maybe my grandpa's old station book. Can I? Oh, it's weird. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of my phone. Whoa, the phone camera really shows it. But I think it's also no weird, really weird, huh? But I think this is gonna be, yeah, maybe the dust because it. Well, on the front cover, that all it really just cleaned up when I rubbed it with my hand pretty hard. Honestly, it feels just a tiny bit dry. I'm wondering if I need to maybe oil it a little bit. It's a beautiful book, though. I'm excited to use this. I really think, yeah, Grandpa's Old Station. This will be my notes for that. I'm excited about that project. I really am. I want to. Well, I got to get this manuscript revised first. Uneven dying. Yeah, yeah. Could be that too. I may be able to just like put a little like light sponge swipes. Let's see. You know, wabi sabi. Okay, right. That's one of my bosses had a pair of extravagantly nice leather boots. I would say. She had me take them to a leather shop for her. And the guy at the leather shop was like, because she'd walked in snow with them and then let them dry. She's like, and he was like, it would have been better if she'd just taken these off and thrown them in the bathtub, filled up the bathtub full of water and thrown them in there, so they're evenly stained, like, and you just don't notice it. Because he was like, I don't think I can fix this. He wasn't able to. He mitigated some of it, but there you go. Yeah. Wait, there's an ogre battle song I'm listening to? Oh yeah. I want that ogre battle. 4 more days, so then we will move this to day 28. Stella has gotten sick. She's to drag herself to Mesmer. Bo, how's your Rimworld game going? Did you by chance save your starting colonist? Oh man, get that character editor mod that I've been using. It's really, really good. It like honestly, I got fucking annoyed with something the other day. It lets you teleport pawns around, and I just like teleported a fucking. I was like, "This, no, you're not attacking me. No, no, no." I had something that had gone. It was something stupid like mad boom rat. Uh, shit. It was a mad boom rat, and I was like, well, this is, and I was like, I'll solve this. I put my best hunter. I marked it to be hunted. Sent my best hunter after it, and she walked all the way up to it. I was like, "What are you doing?" And it just like I just was like, "Why are you meleeing with a boom rat right now?" Because I said, "Hunt the boom rat with your gun." It was infuriating. So I just teleported it away with that mod. It's pretty great. I need to. I'm like honestly, it just makes me do cheesy things. So I kind of want to get rid of it, but it's pretty amazing though. Really, it just keeps me from turning on dev mode as much to manage little things that are stupid that or sometimes I get weird mod interactions. Um, I think I'm almost at 300 words. I can look on because I'm not a huge fan of the way that Campfire tracks stuff because they count your deleted words as well as your written words. So if I write 1,500 words and I'm like, well, all of those words are stupid except for 300 of them, and I delete 1,200 words, it still counts the 1,500 words that I wrote, which is fair. But also, I'm like, I don't, I need to, I want to know my change for the day. Like, where am I at? Not like, what all did I do? Because, like, what do I have on the page is different than that. And it's frustrating because I see like I look at my what Campfire says for my project, and it's like you've written 100,000 words, and I'm like my manuscript is not 100,000 words. It's not, and it is just not a big fan of the way it tracks it. But I think for today, it might track it pretty well because I haven't been deleting very much. We'll see. But were you thinking about doing another Rich Explorer start? I like commitment mode a lot, but I it's hard sometimes when I'm like, man, I had a good start, but if that warg hadn't just if I just realized that warg was there, you know. Also, I don't know if I was clear the other day when I was like, hey, make your colonists when you have one colonist, make them sleep at night because they basically won't be hunted. And if you ever do get hunted, just go inside and hide, and they'll probably go eat something else. But sometimes you don't realize it until it's happening, and it's way too late, and that sucks. I hate that. It pisses me off. Especially when they hunt my robots or my pets and I don't get an indicator, or it's like a little baby indicator at the top that's not really much of an indication. I don't love that. I really just don't like that whole event. Actually, that whole event is shit. I think because like usually, almost always, there's much easier prey on the map, and it's just a crappy event. I think. Hmm. When you say word delta, are you meaning what? What are are you just thinking change, like overall change? Did I answer that? Is I guess the real question. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm almost at 300. I'm seeing 4284 and I was at like 40 like 20 or something to start the day, I want to say. And some of these are like empty words. Like I've got like every day has its a header that says day 30 something, day whatever. So like there's some like meh in terms of actual word count. I'm less looking for word count's nice, but like I'm not looking super hard for word count today since I'm not in like this isn't prose. We're not writing prose today. God, I'm ready to do that. I miss that part. That's my favorite part. It's so much better than this shit. Having to look at my work and be like, it's you fucked it up. You'll want to go into the bottom right menu, click that, then orders, or sorry, bottom left menu. Jesus. Orders, and then right click on allow, and that will allow you to say everything on the map is able to be picked up. When you right click on it, it'll bring a little window that says allow 48 items or something. Yeah, no problem. I love RimWorld. Such a good game. He says with 2,000 hours. Okay. Okay. So what I'm doing now is, let's see, I started today with day 26, and I'm working through, I've got notes on everything from up to day 33, and then some notes on day 37. And so, but largely this is following our protagonists. And so now I'm going back and layering in what our antagonists are up to, which is quite fun. But they have some problems because I want them to be in certain places doing certain things to make sure there's still a little bit of fire underneath my heroes' asses. And so I'm just going through and layering and making sure that, like, okay, are we touching base with them? Do we know what they're up to? Does Sanders know what they're up to if we're not going to tell the reader what they're up to? And then does it make sense logistically for them to be in the places that they are? That's important to me. Let's not do any Game of Thrones teleporting around. The TV show, the book doesn't do this. The TV show. This is the song that I linked to you guys the other day. Um, this one's from Breath of Fire 3. It is so good. Let me see. Can I share? Copy link. No. Yeah, it says Breath of Fire 2. It's on like. Oh wait, I linked it over here. I can link it in the chat easily this way. This song, I don't know why. It gets me. I don't know. I love it. All right, I am going to take a 5-minute break, and then come back and finish out the next hour and a half or so. BRB. And we're back. I got to put my my hawks out there. Maybe I shouldn't be burping on stream. Sorry. Excuse me. Damn. From what? The fuck? I mean, the fact that that's there's a way to is that a purple event? I turned those off. They're trash. I don't like them. They're too strong. They're too impactful on your playthrough. I can't believe that happened that early. That's crazy. Oh, it could have been the tile. Yeah, if you're near pollution, it could have been that. I think it's possible because you've got 30 days of food when you start with the Rich Explorer because you've got 30 survival meals. So you can make it for 30 days. And so what you'd need to do is insane. It's insane. You would need to stockpile as much food as you can and simultaneously research hydroponics and throw that up. Yeah. You could create a zone specifically for the fallout. I do this when I have this happen. So people aren't walking around in unroofed areas. And so it literally, like he says, it tells him not to walk around outside of a certain area, basically. Sometimes I just want to play like the scenarios that Bo gets thrown at him in this game because I feel like I don't get these like weird shit, this weird shit sometimes. I mean, that's what happened. What I did when I made Warhol's colony, the Rift. I was like, dude, this is interesting. Bo did that Rift colony and had really bad luck. I feel like, uh, and then, but it was an interesting tile, and I was like, man, I want to try one of those. Yeah, built a shelter on your landing spot where you like basically just roof up the whole like first like everything that dropped with you. Is that what you're thinking when you say that? If you encounter this again, um, you can build one wall and then you can build a roof and 6 tiles out from that wall in every direction. And then you have a roofed area and then you build in, then you build your walls around that and that's your building. But that roof is what really protects you. Yeah. You can also do that with a wooden column and put an IED right next to it. Wooden columns have so little health that it explodes them and then it destroys the column and the roof falls on everyone trying to take cover behind that column. Just saying. Those IEDs are funny. Yeah, I think a meta approach is the only way you win in that play in that that game that you experienced there. Or you make your rich explorer a fucking waster so that he's immune to the tox. And even maybe stronger because of the tox. Character editor. I honestly prefer prepare carefully, but prepare carefully isn't as flexible. And you can't do anything. It's only for prep, not for like in game. And when I'm in the depths of like a colony that I've been playing for 60 hours, like I want to tweak things sometimes. Um, like if I have a good pawn show up and it's like they have the martial artist trait, which is super cool, but they're really good with shooting and not with melee, then it's kind of a wasted trait, and I hate that. And so I like to tweak those things late game when I'm established. I feel like that's fair. But also, martial artist is fucking awesome for ranged pawns too, because if a melee character does get up on them, and it's like, well, you no longer have that Zeus hammer. Sorry, guy. It's funny. Are you still using simple sidearms? I really like that mod. I used to kind of hate it, but I've gotten where I really like it. They'll also let you edit. Character editor will let you edit uh animals and stuff too. So it can be quite useful if like there's just something like I had something weird going on. What was it with something was weird with one of my animals or one of my pawns. I forgot, and I just was like, nope. Oh, it was a guest. It was a guest. And I got really annoyed because they wouldn't actually go into a guest bed. All they wanted to do was hang out in that crazy bug trap that I made and just walk around. And they were like, "It's miserable here. We hate this colony." I was like, "No, you don't. You're not doing the thing. You're not sleeping in a guest bed, asshole. Like I have a wonderful accommodation set up for you, free beds, drugs, food. What do you want from me?" They were Hussar, so I had made go juice and put it in the vending machines for them because they have to have it. This is turning into a RimWorld stream. I mean, yeah. I do take a lot of inspiration from RimWorld and the characters that are created there and the story that is built around those things. And that's, I mean, the purpose of the game in a lot of ways. I think especially when I start working hard on Grandpa's old station, this will be a RimWorld stream in a lot of ways. God, I'm excited about Grandpa's old station. I really want to get this revision, like the experience of doing a revision under my belt before I start working on a whole new project. Um, I just I'm just going to try to focus on this because also I'm excited about Ice Woven, and I think it's a really cool world. And but I also want to tell a cozy science fiction story about a man who has inherits something that's kind of an inconvenience, and I think I think that's fascinating. And like it's also a small town as well, and so it's I want to uh, I want to put my experience living in and being from small towns out there in that story. I wanted to really feel that way. I'm excited about it. Excited about it. pursues source. It's good. Stand. Let's stand up. Right on the elbow. All right. I'm gonna switch. I'm feeling a different. I was doing the Final Fantasy VIII lo-fi mix, but it is too lo-fi. I need something. Wait, what about this? I was gonna say jazzy. What about this jazz part? This jazzy thing at the bottom here, Cowboy Bebop one. It's not really Cowboy Bebop inspired. It's got some dialogue from the show. It's not really much of a Cowboy Bebop thing. I don't know. Yeah. Do some foreshadowing here, because the bad guys don't know that shit's really stacked against them in some ways. They're doing some dumb shit. They should not be messing with some of these forces that they are messing with. They don't realize it. They don't realize it. But it's not going to be pretty for them. Let me tell you. They are the bad guys after all, and I don't do the bad guys win. That's not my style. You want that? George Martin's got you, but he's not writing shit. So good luck. Isn't the world bleak enough anyway to have the bad guys win in a story I make? Real world sucks. Let's have the heroes win for a change. Guys, there's a bumblebee outside my window, and that was cool. I love a bumblebee. I was gonna sit back down, but I'm not. Changed my mind. I really, I'm like, God, I want to get to this. There's a cool fight scene that's new to this manuscript, and I'm excited about it. It takes place on an airship. It's two really competent fighters. It's going to be a lot of fun to write. I'm excited to get there. I'm not even to that point of the outline that I'm working on right now yet, and I'm like, I want to get to that part. This is going to be cool. Hmm. I'll be right back. Hmm. So when I was talking body horror earlier, um, and it was when Victina escapes her earlier imprisonment. I think I am gonna go with like the gritty body horror of like we accidentally ended up with this resource. I don't want it to be like, oh, these people can see the future. Like that's not what they can do, and there's no reason that they should be able to like predict that they might need these. It would just be a thing where it's like, why would we leave this gold behind if we can easily carry it? Well, I think that's where I'm at right now. When it comes to writing the manuscript, I might change my mind, and I might change my mind multiple times. I probably will. Actually, I probably will change my mind multiple times about this. So yeah, likely we will be discussing this next Sunday as well. Like, how do I get my Nessie silhouette in there? Because Ryu has a Nessie that hangs out with him. There, there we go. Really excited. My watch is like, your activity is way down from yesterday. I'm like, yeah, well, today I didn't start my fucking day at 9 a.m. in a 100-degree room. So yeah, my activity is way down. Fuck. You don't need to roast me, bro. This has been a wildly productive stream. As I'm wrapping up my like planned what I plan to wrap up at 2, like 5 minutes left. I'm just this is insanely productive. I've got almost 500 words. I'm just under 500, I think. Um, Let me look at what Campfire says. Campfire is probably going to be more generous. Um, but yeah, this has been very productive. This is good. I'm definitely going to do this again. Yeah, Campfire says I hit 650. Um, that might be true actually. That might be pretty accurate. Because I've kind of just been writing and not deleting today. Um, so that might be pretty accurate, really. Cool. Feels good. This has been a very. I was hoping this would be a productive exercise, and it certainly has been. I'm excited to do this more. I think I'm going to bring my PlayStation's camera in here for next weekend because the quality I think will be better. And then also probably going to wash my hair before I hop on stream because I can't get over how greasy it looks. It doesn't look that greasy when I look at it in the mirror, but in the with the way the sun, well, also my face looks greasy. So anyway, all right, for the last 2 minutes, just gonna put on Underworld Forest and jam and both headphones in and just see what I can get done over here. I just had an idea. I love Suikoden. I just had an idea. It's so good. I love it. I love it. All right. Thank you, Suikoden 2. Murayama. Stakes. You know, like sometimes the world might be gonna end in a couple hundred years. So why is that my problem? No. All right, I'm wrapping it up, and the highlighted words where I know that it was blank before this point. I'm seeing 715 words on 4 hours, which feels very good. This has been a good update. It's hard to get big word counts when I'm not writing prose. Outlines like this are just shorter, but 715 words is a lot of planning. It's really good. And I got some other things like logistics stuff, like shored up in some old, like far back in the timeline. So overall, it's been an outstandingly productive morning. Yeah, I'll see you guys next Sunday, hopefully. Pretty cool.